I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome. If you are new to this channel and you're seeing this face for the first time, you are welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and become part of the family. Hey, so guys, like I mentioned in my previous video that I was going to give now the part 2 of that video, and I'm going to update you as to how I am doing now. I think it's after a year or over a year that I haven't been on Ozempic anymore. So people have been asking me what's the deal, what's the difference, you know, how are you doing now that you're not on Ozempic, how's the weight loss, and you know, what's the difference between the two. So according to my body, I'm just going to give you the facts according to my body and how it's affected me and how it's worked for me and how it is not working for me now. So first and foremost, I genuinely want to say, like, Ozempic really, honestly, it was a tool that got, you know, it was a tool that was sent to me that really helped me just get to where I got to a point where I wasn't stressed anymore about my weight, because at the time when I was at my heaviest, I was super stressed. I would wake up in the morning, my body was aching, and I was just truly unhappy, and I was truly concerned about my health, because every day I would think, oh my gosh, is today going to be the day I'm gonna have a heart attack or stroke or whatever because of my weight? And no matter what I tried, nothing was working and stuff. So at the time when I ended up in the hospital and I was introduced to this doctor, the weight loss doctor, and he introduced me to Ozempic. At that time I was busy exercising with a trainer, you know, and the trainer was helping me with, you know, working out eating plans and just trying to get the food intake and his training work together so that I can lose the weight. I think I was losing weight, but it wasn't coming off very fast. So when I was in hospital, I was introduced to Ozempic, and the weight came off pretty fast after that. So started feeling or experiencing the side effects and things, but I would say the most effect that I had, I would say side effect that I had, and it was very positive for me, was the weight loss, and of course the nausea. I couldn't handle the nausea. But anyway, that was, I truly want to say it was or still is a very helpful tool. I mean, that helped me. So when I was discharged, I was basically about 30 some odd kilos lighter. So when I was at home, I was injecting myself with Ozempic, and the weight still came off. It was fast, and for me that was incredible. I needed that, and the more the weight came off, the better my heart felt, and obviously my heart started recovering from being in hospital and all that, and also the weight coming off helped my heart to recover better or sooner. So I even felt it, like my organs started, you know, I didn't feel so compressed, even my lungs, because that was the doctor's biggest concern, like, was my heart was under distress. My lungs were too crushed because of the fat around my organs, my kidneys, and all that. So when the weight came off like that, my organs started, kicking in and working like they're supposed to work. So I felt that difference. So for me, I still say like Ozempic helped me just get out of the danger weight. For me, that is my term, and how I felt like I was at a dangerous weight. And it stressed me so much that I was always concerned that even when I get a cramp or pain, oh my gosh, is that my heart? Oh my gosh, am I dying? I was always stressing about my weight because I felt like I was unhealthy. And my organs were telling me the same thing. So when the weight came off easily or that fast, my organs started functioning properly, and I could feel that relief. For me, that was the greatest thing. And just the mere fact that I could sleep, the sleep apnea also like subsided. I could really like just fall asleep throughout the night without waking up gasping for air. And it got to a point where I didn't even have to sleep with my oxygen machine anymore. I could just fall asleep without it and wake up in the morning still refreshed and stuff. So I do use my oxygen machine when I'm really tired. I would sleep with it, but now it's not an everyday thing where I sleep every day with my oxygen machine, because my lungs feel free now. And when I go for my checkups, my doctors are happy with the progress of how my lungs sound. And the cardiologist, when I went to see him, he was happy. He said to me, wow, I can't believe this was the same heart that I was treating in hospital, because now my heart has gone back to a normal size. And he says it looks normal, it sounds normal. So go live your life, girl, but stick to the weight loss, stick to being active, stick to eating healthily. Please don't gain the weight back, because a lot of people, when they go back to that state, they can't pull them back. They actually don't make it if you go back and be at that really terrible state, or weight. So that was it. So I carried on with Ozempic until I think I was on Ozempic it was December 2021, and then 2022 around about August, September, I stopped using Ozempic for reasons that was out of my control, because of the shortage story here in South Africa. I can't get my hands on Ozempic. I have tried, guys. So now I asked the doctor, and he actually gave me another prescription for Saxenda, which everyone knows that Saxenda is like the sister of Ozempic. It's just that Ozempic, you inject yourself once a week, whereas Saxenda you have to inject yourself every day. However, Saxenda is twice as expensive as Ozempic. Like I shared in my other video, Ozempic used to cost me like 3,000 Rand per month for that pen. And now Saxenda is 6,500. And like really, I know 6,500 is a bit hectic. It's too much for me. So I feel like I'm kind of stuck, like there's just nothing else I can do other than just either wait the process out until Ozempic is available in supply again in South Africa for everyone, because right now they just prioritizing diabetics, and as you know, I am not diabetic either. So that is my challenge when it comes to Ozempic. So I didn't go off Ozempic because of any other reason other than I can't get my hands on it. And now Saxenda for me is way too expensive. for a pen that or set of pens that you buy for the whole month, and then next month again 6.5. And my medical aid just does not want to pay for it because they see it as, if you're not diabetic, they're not going to pay for it. So I am literally stuck. Let me stop blabbing. So the reason why I wanted to go back on Ozempic and Saxenda is the fact that I was just frustrated that the weight is coming off so slowly. But I'm coming to terms with the fact that I do have a condition called obesity, and right now also the fact that I'm over the 40s, and I don't know, it's probably hormones and all of that stuff as well. It plays a role. So Ozempic kind of helped just balance all that out. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted just to speed up the weight loss again, because I do want to start, like I told my husband, I do want us to start traveling, and so I just feel like I don't want to travel when I'm still on all these medications. I wanna get off some of them still, because after we found out that my mom had a tumor, and after my mom's death, my blood pressure was not okay. So my doctors put me on 2 blood pressure medication because the one wasn't working. So he put me on another one. So the 2 blood pressure medications are basically working together to keep my blood pressure, because I don't know, guys, I was super stressed. My mom's death just hit me so hard. It's still, my body's still recovering from the shock. So I want to get off of that. So I feel like if I lose more weight, then my blood pressure will be normal on its own. Right now it's normal because I'm on the blood pressure medication. So I don't want to travel with lots of medication, and these medications make me pee a lot, I have to run to the bathroom all the time. So just imagine, you're in a plane, you're in a bus, you're in a taxi, traveling and trying to see the world or enjoy the world, and then I constantly have to run to the toilet. So I want to get off the medication. That is my aim. So now, I'm going to share with you like my chart. Like I said, I went to see the dietitian last week, just for a weigh-in to see how I'm doing and get my stats, because whether I feel like I did a good job or a bad job, I still go and clock in and get my numbers so that I can know my progress or what damage I caused, or so it's important. Know your numbers, guys. Know your numbers. Don't be afraid. Just look after yourself. So I went for the weigh-in. So I've got my chart here. I'll probably show you guys the chart. This is the chart for a year, right? So we traced, my dietitian and I are now looking at our chart with my last visit, and according to my chart, my weight loss did start to slow down round about October, right, of last year. So I went off Ozempic, I think, towards the end of August, beginning of September. That's when the supply, I couldn't get my hands on it anymore. That's how it's been ever since. I would lose like 500 gram, 200 gram, 600 gram, 400 gram, like that every month. In September, I weighed 149. Then that was beginning of September. Then end of September, I weighed 145, right? So that was my weight loss. And then October, it was 140. It started now slowing down to just losing grams, not kilos anymore. So beginning of September I was 149, and then end of September I weighed 145. So that's about like 3 kilos or what, 4 kilograms weight loss, right? And that was my thing. I was between 4, 5, minimum would be 2, right? So then I found, and then it slowed down, like period. It was 145.8, then it's 145.3. It was just like just like that. It just went, then 144, then it went to 144.4. Then it was just slow, it just slowed down. Then it went to 144.2. Then it went 142.9. Then it went 142.8. Then 142.7. Then you understand it, just grams, like 200 gram, 300 gram. Oh, guys, wow, that for me like was so then we traced it back to the month when my mom was diagnosed with the tumor, was in March month. So in April I only lost about 100 grams, because I feel like that was a time when I was starving myself. I wasn't eating, I would skip meals, so my body went into starvation mode, according to the dietitian. So after that, that was April, I was 142.7. Then June is when all hell broke loose. In June month, that's when I started picking up weight, and I went from 143 to 146, right? And then the next month, which was August, I went for my next weigh-in in August, because July I couldn't make it for that visit. So so in August I was 147.7, and now now with my weigh-in last week, I'm down now again, but also just with 900 grams, like, okay. So now I'm working now. My eating pattern is back to normal. As in I'm eating the portions that my dietitian is telling me. I'm eating the foods my dietitian is telling me, and I'm having like frequent meals like I'm supposed to. I'm not skipping anymore. I don't know, guys, if this is making any sense to you guys, but I'm slowly getting back into that routine that I was in before my mom got sick and before my mom passed away. So I'm back at that routine. So that routine made me being back to that routine made me lose like 900 grams, which is the same amount of weight I was losing since I stopped Ozempic, right? So it's just always just the grams. It's always just the grams, like 500, 200, 100. So now at least I lost 900 grams. And so I'm just gonna keep on pushing. If I have to lose by the grams, it's fine. Hey, Ozempic is finally out of my system, I think. And my appetite is back in full force. And I'm dealing with grief. So I'm dealing with trying not to be an emotional eater, and trying not to be and trying not to make food be my comfort, or trying not to use food as my comfort. So that's why I am still going for counseling with a clinical psychologist who's just helping me deal with the grief that I'm going through. So I feel like I'm just going through the most, guys. So I'm trying to just balance all of that out. I am struggling to get out of the 140s since I stopped with Ozempic. So yeah, That's just me being honest with you guys. I am not going to camouflage it. So right now I am back in the normal routine where I'm eating the portions that the dietitian worked out for me, according to my body and whatever. So I am working on that, and I am still exercising, guys. I walk on my treadmill 40 minutes a day. I'm active. I still do what I need to do. It's just that the weight's not coming off as fast as I would like it to come off. So that's just the update that I wanted to bring to you guys, and that the update that's everyone's been asking for. Now that I'm off Ozempic, yes, the weight loss has slowed down. Am I stressed about it? A little bit, because I feel like I want to do a little bit of traveling next year, so I want to get off medication, that I don't have to take so much medication with me on the trip, or be on so many medication that's going to make me run to the bathroom all the time. That is just my aim. And also just for health purposes, I want to be off some medications that I'm on, and I'm on those medications because my weight is still at a point where I still have to lose. My doctors have told me, if we can just get you to the 99s, just the 99s, we would be happy. We don't want you to be a 70 or whatever, because hey, let's be realistic, but if we can just get you to a double digit, that's all we want from you. That's all. So that's what I want to work at. So if it's going to take me a bit longer to get to the double digits, I will do it. Right now I am so determined, because my mom asked me, please do not go back to that state that you are in, where you couldn't even take care of your body, where you couldn't even take care of yourself. Please don't do that. So I'm doing this for her, and I'm doing this for myself. I like being mobile. I like being in a state, or I like being in a place where I am just living life and enjoying life, and out there just experiencing life. Now I want to go and travel, so I want to experience all of that. So I am pushing. That's why I'm pushing. So if my body is just gonna shed the weight 900 grams at a time, 500 grams at a time, 200 grams at a time, hey, how do you eat an elephant? I once heard that expression, and the answer is one bite at a time. So if I have to chip at it, one chip at a time, one thingy at a time, I will do that. But the weight's gonna come off, come rain or shine. And I just love the fact that I am in a routine. My body's used to me torturing it with exercise and eating healthy. Right now I am on a balanced diet, but we are eating very low carbs, and we are minimizing the protein, like meats and stuff, but veggies and fruit is also minimized, but veggies way up there. I don't know if I'll ever be a vegetarian, but however, I am making sure that my plate is stacked with free veggies and a little bit of meat, with a small portion or no portion of starch, or a fruit. So I will still share with you guys. I will still keep on sharing what my plate looks like, what my exercising is like now. Now that it's summer, well, it's still spring. Oh, it's spring. I love the warm weather, guys. I am in such a good mood when I see the sun is out and it's warm. Me and warmth are such good friends. Me and cold are not very good friends. So I am so happy that spring is here in South Africa, and we are So I'm going to enjoy the warm weather. But anyway, now that the warm weather is back, I'm back at the gym. I do not go to gym during the winter. I don't see the point. It's too cold for me to get up that early in the morning to go to the gym. And besides, most of my activities at the gym was in the water. I would do water aerobics and all of that. So the water for me is just too cold, even though they say they warm up the pool. In the summer, it's still a bit coldish for me. So in the winter, it would be even worse. It will be even worse for me. So I don't go to the gym during the winter. I freeze my gym membership, and then 1st of September I'm back at it again. So I'm back at the gym doing water aerobics, and I'm just gonna enjoy it. And besides, not just the water aerobics, there's obviously other things. I want to start joining the other classes that are available on thing. I don't know if I'll be able to do spinning. I'm not that fit yet, but I do want to go and see if I can join the other classes, like the aerobics classes, the ab classes, the maybe Pilates classes. I don't know. So I'll see how my body, adjusts to all the new activities. But I really do want to just still give it my all. So please, guys, drop in the comment section and just give me some words of love. I really do need words of love. That's the update. I don't know if there's anything else I left out. If you've got any other questions, just drop them in the comment section. I will answer it. And I do want to go for some toning stuff. Maybe the Pilates will help, eh? Look at that. Maybe Pilates will help. Yeah, guys. So I'm just still trying to find my feet. So weight loss is up and down, guys. Weight loss is not easy. Try and find the things that work for you, things that work for your body, and just give it your all. So thank you, everybody, for all of your support and love, and I hope to hear from you in the comment section. So thank you, guys. Thank you. I will see you in my next video. Bye.